Christmas, the best time of the year. Now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello, say hello, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. It's the best time of the year, the best time of the year. Now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello, say hello, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. The mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Let's next, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time, dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Doop doo 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 doo. Doop doo 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 doo. Doop doop doo 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 doo. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time, dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. That's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle Bell Rock. Do, 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 do. like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. Oh, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-da. Do-ah, do-ah, do-ah-da. Swing it high, swing it low. Hear those sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. Oh, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
The sun is rising, a new day's here. Cove TV Morning Show, bringing the cheer. Coffee's brewing, the vibes are right. Load up that bowl, we're ready to ignite. Coming up next is the show you know. Cove TV Morning, where good vibes flow. Hit that like, don't forget to share. Tag your friends, let them all be there. From early dawn to the morning light, Cove TV's here to make it bright. We've got the news, the fun, the groove. So grab your coffee, get in the mood. Coming up next is the show you know. Cove TV Morning, where good vibes flow. Hit that like, don't forget to share. Tag your friends, let them all be there. The day's just starting, the energy's high. Cove TV Morning, it's time to fly. We've got the tunes, the laughs, the fun. So settle in, the show's just begun. Whether you're waking up or just getting in, Cove TV Morning is where you begin. With coffee in hand and a smile so wide, we're bringing the sunshine, come on, ride the tide. Coming up next.
Good Wednesday morning, everybody. How's everybody's morning going? What up, Man-Bear?
You know, little chilly, little not, little weed, little morning,
A little more weed.
little.
Good morning, everybody. Cheers, cheers. Good morning, my beautiful Amber. How are you, dear? I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful morning.
Good morning, Mindy. How are you doing? You better be resting.
Hope you're feeling better, Mindy. Good morning, Deb. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Crystal. Happy Wednesday.
Good morning, Kay. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Ma.
Good morning, Nikki. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Just want to make sure I'm not skipping nobody.
Good morning, Dabs 24/7.
Good morning, Ash. How are you, dear? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning.
What's going on, CJ? Happy Wednesday. Wednesday.
Good morning, Christina and Blakely. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful mornings.
What's going on, Vicki? How are you doing?
Good morning, Sean. How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning.
What up, Bill, man? How you doing, man? Welcome to Wednesday. Oh.
Welcome to Wednesday. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful morning. Should we wake and bake?
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody. We're going to go with this one.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling.
You will get a sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling. When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling. When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling. When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling. When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Hey, what up, Magic? How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Yeah, absolutely, Bill. Sending positive vibes, bro. It's a bad day, not a bad life. For sure. We all have them. No worries at all, man. All right. Morning update-ish for fucking Wednesday, December 18th. It's crazy. If you have not get your Getting Stoned word in, please do. We got Amber with Getting, Mindy with Stone, Deb with Again, Crystal with, Kay with My, Ma with Only, and Nikki with Friends. Ridiculous awesome token tunes last night.
Oh my god.
I threw 19 songs last night. That's a lot. Yeah, our record was like me and Kasi were like talking, and we were like, if we can get 15, that'd be dope. That'd be dope because that would put our list down to halfway. Yeah, we went over. Yeah, we were under 40 songs for our next Talking Tunes.
Damn.
Congratulations to Europe on whooping major ass last night for real.
And fire songs, not just winning. The fact that they were really excellent tunes, man.
I definitely had a couple favorites last night that I did not know of going into it. After every song, I'm gonna be like, I fucking love that song because I fucking do.
Yeah.
Now or did. Y'all don't know.
I'm gonna be a little selfish. I like some of my picks because I know they're bass droppers. They were just like sitting in your trunk. You're sitting in your
you had a
trunk.
couple good dance songs last night. I love the remixes.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations to Jeremy on his Stoner Roulette win yesterday. I believe that was his first Stoner Roulette win. So everyone, make sure you tune in this afternoon to watch Nikki win the fucking trophy back.
I knew you were gonna say that, man. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you. It's not even a jinx or anything. It's just kind of in the stars.
We got This Day in History coming up with the one and only Vicki Bowers. We got morning speaker this morning. Miss Venus super busy this week, so we're probably gonna yoga on Friday, from the sounds of it. And then play some Stoner Roulette this afternoon. Play some super hard intense trivia. I don't know. It's gonna be a pretty chill on Wednesday. Been a pretty good week so far. Let's keep it on. We are 6 minutes out, everybody.
I am pretty excited about some seriously hard, intense trivia. Yeah,
I love shit.
I love shit.
Vicky says, "Fuck yeah, you know it." We're just we're being nice to your trophy.
Yeah. We're definitely not trying to jinx it so you don't get it, because we definitely want you to have it all the time.
Like every third game, it's like, all right, I'll take it back now.
Yeah. It's like, I'm sorry, I need to cash in my trophy coupon. Give it back.
Right? Oh shit. I don't know. It's been a super dope week. Way better than last week for sure. But I mean, that's not really much of it. Last week was super fucky. But,
yeah. Thank you, fuck you, Facebook. It was a thank you, fuck you, Facebook week.
It's been a very interesting December.
Yeah. The weather can't make up its mind.
Yeah, for real. It snowed like crazy yesterday, and then it melted, and I went out this morning, and there's just like massive death sickles hanging off the garage.
Oh God, I hate death sickles. Yeah. Good name, by the way. That's a good, I like that.
They are. It's truly what those things are, man. If you don't break off those fucking horror stories of icicles, that's
I got a 20-foot overhang that sits like about right here, which would literally hit Man-Bear if I didn't have a roof. Because I have a 25.
Anything at any sort of decent trajectory would do damage. But I mean, like, it is a fucking death spear of ice. Like,
I use my roof rake to break them all off as soon as they start, and I don't let them hang more than a foot. Once they're about a foot long, I'm like, fuck that, no, you're done.
Well, then you get the ones that aren't even sharp anymore. They just weigh like 3.5 elephants. And so, like, if they break off, they're gonna crush a small Volvo.
Yeah. You gotta be careful. Yeah, and the worst part is slippery surfaces you don't see. Like, my deck turns into a slip and slide. You'll like step on it and just do the goofy where you're straight up like vertical to the ground, boom, or whatever, horizontal. All of a sudden you just slam down. That happened like 3 years ago. Wife thought like I went through the deck. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Of course I'm not okay. Did you hear that?"
Did you fucking hear that?
Yeah.
3 minutes out, everybody. Amber, do you want to drop that word getting? There it is. I'm sorry. I totally fucking missed it. I was scrolling. I see it. I'm sorry.
Have you been doing nose dabs this morning?
A couple. Maybe one or two.
Maybe
sorry.
7. Or
17.
7. Whatever. It's all the same.
It's all the same. All right, there we
You
go.
only got one nose. Got to use it.
Right? I totally was like, nope, missed it.
I want to get chocolate wasted.
Don't mind me this morning. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, that shit's crazy, Amber. Them fucking icicles are no joke. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate
Actually,
that.
not read worth a shit this morning.
I know. I was just thinking the same thing. You can't read worth shit this morning.
See, it's foggy out. I'm foggy. I'm like, shh, I'm good. We're good.
Yeah.
We are 2 minutes out.
You should be. Hey, I blame it on the glare on my glasses. You know, I got like 75 screens in front of me, man.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be a great day. Just chilling in the Cove like normal. Work on some show shit. Christmas next week, I think.
I think so. Do we have
Yeah,
to?
we're 7 days out from fucking Christmas, I think.
We just like go from like Christmas Eve to Boxing Day because I love Boxing Day, man. We ain't gotta do shit. Like eat food. What do you do on Boxing Day? Eat food? Like you don't do shit. Maybe go
I hope
shopping.
people would box.
I get in trouble when I box.
Or
I
like
don't box no more.
cardboard box, even.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Okay, yeah. So not boxing, boxing.
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 Like, packaging.
Heavy on the ing.
Ing.
Heavy on the ing.
Make sure you're packing up, rolling up, heating up, lighting up, grinding up, warming up, copying up, waking the fuck up. This is Wednesday morning.
Hey, don't tell me how to live my morning.
Whatever.
I'm gonna be asleep for the next hour, and then I'll wake up when I want to. I don't know.
Hurry up, clock. Happy 4:19 and a half. Happy 4:20, everybody.
Smoke weed every day.
Man, this doobie's kicking my ass. Whew.
What up, everybody? That shit was super laggy. Like the song would like slow-mo and matrix out and come back. So I'm sure the Getting Stoned words were way not on time. Yeah, I was wondering why the words in the songs was so off. That's great. That's what I was hitting the buttons as I was hearing the words. And so I was like, this ain't right. That shit is wrong. Much love, Bill. It's been awesome having you around, man. We've been loving you having you around, Daryl. Congratulations on the wedding still. It's great seeing the wife. Yeah, dude, no worries at all, bro.
Yeah, man.
You don't have to feel bad. Feeling bad, we all feel.
Yeah,
I'm not
welcome to the Cove.
So what does everybody else got going on for their Wednesday of Days of Woodness?
Hopefully making some cookies. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. Not much. Chilling.
Yeah, I definitely got to finish up some Christmas stuff. Oh, it's subscriber giveaway day. We got that today.
Oh, right.
This afternoon. If anybody is not and would be interested in being a Cove TV monthly subscriber, it helps out so fucking much. It really does. It makes all of this possible. And you get direct access watch links to watch the shows. You don't have to wait for any notifications. There's a giveaway every week with the amazing donies that we've had. It's been dope as fuck. You get added to a group of people that are subscribers and are able to chit chat and stuff like that. And I'm not a good salesman this morning. Yo, what up, Robert? How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful morning.
It's just like for the people in the subscriber group, it's nice getting the watch links because you don't have to worry about Facebook janking out, not giving the notifications when they should be. Because you know how Facebook do us dirty all day long.
Caramel filled no bake cookies. That sounds delicious. And so yeah, if anybody would be interested in any of that, reach out to the Cove page, reach out to my personal Garrett Beaner page, and we will get that figured out. It's $10 a month, and the contributions truly go back into all of this. And that's why I always say at the end of every show that Cove TV is brought to you guys by viewers like yourselves, because that's what a lot of the subscription money is for.
I love no bakes, man. Oh yeah.
I love extra baked.
That too. I like crispy. Yeah, torched.
Bruleed.
Huh? What'd you say?
It's bruleed.
Oh, like creme brulee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like the creme is just the flavor part.
Is it?
Yeah, there's all sorts of brulees.
There is brulees?
Yeah, brulee is a form of a dish, if I remember right. Like it's like a process. It's like what you do.
It'd be a good word to suggest Vicki do.
It's like shake and bake with beans. And y'all help.
Yeah. We made shake and bake and I helped.
Oh, we're doing great, Robert. It's a great Wednesday morning. Just bullshitting, getting high. Nothing
don't
too
you remember?
wild.
You remember the old shake and bake commercials? Come on, someone's got it. Someone dropped the old shake and bake commercial line. Come on, who's got it? Who's got it? I'll do it in 5 seconds if no one drops it. Come on, everybody. The Simpsons even sang it.
Let's see what we got here.
Shake and bake back in the 90s. It was a family singing song.
A family singing song.
All right, I'm going to do it. I can't wait any longer. I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight.
It's fucking great.
It was awesome. I'm sorry. Commercials in the 90s were so funny because they really would get people interested in the products. Life cereal. Oh, Mikey likes it. Mikey will eat anything.
I loved I grew up a 90s kid, and so dude, I loved how extreme everything it was. Like everything's so extreme.
Dude, the Nerf gun commercials. Oh my god, did you not want to load up every dime you got and go to the Nerf store and be like, I want that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. There's a backpack. Oh my god, that one holds 100 darts. Oh my god, you could just spend all your money. Yeah.
We could fucking fight wars with Nerf guns now. They have so many different styles and shit like that. They've got A10 tank buster Nerf guns and shit.
Dude, I had the Arnold. I called it the Arnold. It was called the chainsaw. It was like a Gatling gun with a crank, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Pop. And I was like, yo, this is so boss, man. I feel
then you gotta pick up all the Nerfs.
Pardon?
You gotta pick up all the darts. That sucks.
Yeah, but who cares? You just hit like 40 people with darts. Doesn't care what mall you're in. No, just
All right, everybody, we'll play a couple songs and we will do our morning weather. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. We'll do this day in history coming up shortly. And this is our live radar. Here we go.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from my heart. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad.
Hey, good morning, Macy. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday morning. This is our live radar. Oh, hell yeah, Robert. That's dope. Yes, all of the music is Cove TV creations. I do create all of the music. Like 99.9% of the music that we play on any of the Cove TV shows is all Cove TV productions. And I can help you get a jingle for your song or for your business or whatever you like. It is written by myself, produced by myself, and I have and a happy Nissan, Christina. Yeah, reach out to the Cove page or to my Garrett Beaner account if you would like. But we'll do the Future 48 next. Let's go with this one.
The stars are twinkling, the night feels bright. I'm grinning wide, it's a merry sight. The cookies are baked, but I ate them all, no. Now I'm stuck on the couch and can't make a call. The tree's lit up, but so am I. I see two Santas flying by. The holidays are absurdly free because I'm lit like a Christmas tree. I'm lit like a Christmas tree. Like a Christmas tree. My eyes are red as can never be, ever be. The stockings hung, the lights shine bright. I'm too baked to turn them off tonight. The tree's lit up, but so am I. I see two Santas flying by. holidays are absurdly free because I'm lit like a Christmas tree. I'm lit like a Christmas tree. Like a Christmas tree. My eyes are red as can ever be. Ever be. The stockings hung, the lights shine bright. I'm too baked to turn them off tonight. I lit the tree and the fire as well, then burned my sleeve. Oh, what the hell? The dog's got tinsel, the cat's in a bow. This house is chaos, but what a show. I spilled the cocoa, I dropped the pie. I can't stop laughing, I don't know why. The holidays are hilariously free because I'm lit like a Christmas tree. I'm lit like a Christmas tree. Like a Christmas tree. My eyes are red as can never be, ever be. The stockings hung, the lights shine bright. I'm too baked to turn them off tonight. Pass the pipe and don't blame me. This tree's too high for sobriety.
Much love, everybody. Thank you, Ma. You're so amazing. Thank you. All right, we'll play one more song. We'll look at our future hour, and then we'll jump into our This Day in History, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful morning. Let's go with... Oh, it's not even in here. All right, well. Awkward silence ensues. Don't mind me.
Sorry, I'm just trying to breathe.
You're good. You're good. Oh, shit. The next hour looks intense. Like camping. Cheers, everybody. Go ahead, Man-Bear.
Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. The baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. You say I took the name in vain. I don't even know the name. But if I did, well, really, what's it to you? There's a blaze of light in every word. It doesn't matter which you heard, the holy or the broken. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I did my best. It wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth, I didn't come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
All right, everybody's let's try that again. I hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. It's been a fucking dope ass Wednesday morning. Don't mind my mumblingness. You get used to it. I get used to it. Take your weather back, Canada. Wisconsin doesn't want it. What up, Nicole? How are you? That's fucking great. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. This day in history. Oh shit, wrong
Man,
button.
we ain't got no weather right now, man. We're like 18 degrees and like what, 2 inches of snow last night? That's a lot,
Yeah,
right? 2
the
inches?
weather's been
What?
weird here.
2
All
inches is like
right,
average, right?
this day in history with the one and only Vicki Bowers. Let's fucking go.
Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for December 18th. December 18th is the 352nd day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 353rd in leap years, with 13 days to the end of the year and a week to Christmas. 1 week from today. How about that? Today's word is idiom. Idioms are expressions or phrases in a language that have a figurative or non-literal meaning, which can be quite different from the individual meanings of words used in the idiom. Red herring from the other day, for example, is an idiom. Idioms are used to convey a particular idea, sentiment, or concept that are often deeply ingrained in a culture and language of a region. For example, to kick the bucket means to die. Break a leg is a way to wish someone good luck, especially before a performance or event. The phrase to cost an arm and a leg means that it's very expensive. Bite the bullet means to face a difficult or unpleasant situation with courage and determination. And a dime a dozen means something that is very common or easy to find. These are just a few examples of idioms, and as you can see, the intended meaning of the phrase is quite different from the individual meanings of words in the idiom. Are we on the same page? Means we have the same understanding of what we're discussing, although it is sometimes also used to mean that we agree on the subject of discussion. Are we on the same page? The word idiom has come to us through several languages, originally from Greek. First known use of the word idiom is in 1575. Idiom. The word idiom was recommended by Odyssey viewer Easy9. Thanks, Easy9. As always, if you have a word you'd like us to take a look at, drop it in the comments and we will take a look at it. And with that, New Jersey became the third state to ratify the U.S. Constitution, thereby making it the third state of the Union on December 18th, 1787. New Jersey is nicknamed the Garden State It is the most densely populated of all 50 states and ranks 11th in population, which is quite something considering that it's the 5th smallest in land area. New Jersey's capital is Trenton. Its most populous city is Newark. And with 13 of New Jersey's counties in the New York metropolitan area, 7 counties in the Philadelphia metropolitan area, and Warren County being part of the Lehigh Valley metropolitan area, New Jersey is the only U.S. state in which all of its counties are considered urban. We've definitely mentioned New Jersey before, especially in reference to the American Revolutionary War, where it earned the nickname of the Crossroads of the Revolution. Another nickname for New Jersey is the Invention State, thanks in particular to the Wizard of Menlo Park, Thomas Edison, whose inventions include the phonograph, the motion picture camera, and his work on the electric light bulb, all of which I'm pretty sure we've talked about before at some point or another on this channel. New Jersey's state bird is the eastern goldfinch, and I was delighted to learn that New Jersey's state flower is the Viola cerurea, also known as the common blue violet or the common meadow violet, which is a little flower my grandma Susie had growing in the yard around her house up in Oklahoma, and we have in our very own lawn right here in Fort Worth, New Jersey. Now we're going to jump across time and talk about a fellow named Larry Joel Henley. Larry Henley. He was born in June of 1937, grew up in Texas with 3 sisters and a brother. Larry wanted to be an actor, but he got into a singing group in 1964, a pop vocal trio called the New Beats. The New Beats ended up having 3 of their songs that charted in the top 20 on the Billboard Hot 100, and we'll talk about one of those in a little bit. They lasted about pretty close to 10 years until Larry thought he'd like to try a solo career. He did release a solo album in 1975, but I didn't find anything about that. What I did find, though, was that Larry Henley wrote or co-wrote several songs that have done very well in the charts and in popular culture. Till I Get It Right by Tammy Wynette, later covered by Barbra Streisand and Kenny Rogers. Is It Still Over by Randy Travis. He's a Heartache Looking for a Place to Happen by Janie Fricke. And Lizzie and the Rain Man by Tanya Tucker are songs that Larry Henry co-wrote, all hit #1 on the country charts, along with being the co-writer of The Wind Beneath My Wings that Bette Midler performed and is associated with the movie whose name I didn't write down, but hopefully you know which one I mean. Beaches, I think it was. And plenty more songs, by the way. And while he didn't write this song, Larry Henley urged Bobby Goldsboro to sing the song Honey, which hit #1 on several charts, including the Billboard Hot 100. And I think we talked about that one also before. Larry Henley is an inductee into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame, and we mentioned Larry Henley today because he passed away on December 18th, 2014 at the age of 77. Larry Henley. And today's song is Bread and Butter by the New Beats. The New Beats was a trio composed of brothers Dean and Mark Mathis and Larry Henley, and featured Larry's falsetto delivery. The guys had made a demo of the song called Bread and Butter and sent it to Hickory Records. Hickory Records then asked them to come on in and record the song. Bread and Butter hit the #2 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 and has been featured in an ad campaign for a bread company. Imagine that. And it also appears in soundtracks of the movies Simon Birch and Anchorman, The Legend of John Burgundy. Bread and Butter by the New Beats. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.
I was
Much love, Vicki Bowers. Good morning, Brittany. Good morning, Coffin. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful mornings. If you are not, please make sure that you are subscribed and following Vicki Bowers, The Day in History with Vicki Bowers. Much love, Vicki. We fucking love the Day in History every day. It's dope as shit. I appreciate the fuck out of it.
Anchorman's literally on one of my like watch every week movie lists.
Yeah, that's such a great movie.
It's a background one too. You put on and just listen to it while you're doing shit, which I like. Yeah.
Well, it's one of those movies where like you can listen to it and see the scenes in your head.
Yeah, very visual. Like descriptively visual. Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love the Day in History every day. It's like it's my favorite way to start the day. I mean,
it is.
I don't think like the weather really counts. I don't know if I remember that song or know that song. I don't know.
It's like a what do you call it? Triggered memory. As soon as I hear like the first like line of it, I'll be like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Like I don't remember it until I hear it, which I know sounds like ridiculous, but it's totally true. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that.
I'm gonna go like this quick. Okay, let's see if we can. Oop, wrong button. Oop.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now I know.
Yeah,
I mean, I know.
As soon as I was like, okay, that's like the opening or a happy scene in a movie or a cartoon or something. Yeah, I'm sure that's been in cartoons too. Yep.
Also, there's this dope ass song that the word of the day reminded me of, and I don't know fucking who sings it. I have no clue. I remember seeing it years ago. Oh no.
Do you have a name of it or anything?
It's called That's an Idiom. It's like a fucking song to like help teach kids shit.
Oh, okay.
And it's crazy good. It's like really good. All right, check it out.
My parents for an iPad and they said no way, it's too expensive, so I asked how much I'd have to pay. They said an arm and a leg and I was pretty bummed. That is until I learned that was just an idiom.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
That is pretty dope.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I don't know. How's everybody's morning going so far?
Good, yeah. Fresh buds. Weather's not too incredibly freezing ass cold. Only got like 45 layers on instead of like 52, so we're good.
Dang, bro. Much love, Bill. I've never been a huge Christmas fan, especially over the past like 7 to 10-ish years. But I don't know. There's a reason for the season. I don't know what the fuck it is, but
yeah.
I just try to be positive. I don't know. I know it's super weird, but I mean, like,
no, it's not weird. It's try to be positive.
It's like the morning speaker from yesterday. Like when people ask me how I am, like I'm like I'm fucking great. Like I mean that. Like but I do. Like, man, when he was talking about that yesterday, when he was like, when somebody asks you how you are, don't just answer them. Like stop and fucking ask yourself how am I? Like I do that more than I would care to admit, probably.
Like, do you want me to just say good or tell you the truth? Just say good. All right,
well,
I'm good.
There's a time and a fucking place. Like when you go into the gas station and they're like, "How's your day going, sir?" It's like that's not the time nor the place for like a therapy session.
What
it's
time
one thing to be like, "Oh, I'm having kind of a rough day, but I appreciate that." But it's not like, "Oh man, like my cat died and my fucking lost this and that and like my fucking ran out of gas." Like I don't know. There's just I worked at the gas station for so many years and like people come up and you'd be like, "Hey, how's it going, sir?" And you'd be like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Oh man, That is not the correct answer. The correct answer is good. How are you?
Yeah, good. Here's the money for the services. Get out. Like, yeah, no, I had this one woman. She would literally like hang out in the convenience store and try to talk to me for like hours while I'm working, and like literally was so busy at the times I couldn't even tell her to leave because I was helping other people, and she'd still be talking through me trying to help other people. And someone's like, "Are you gonna leave?" And she's like, "Why? Am I stopping you from shopping at the fucking convenience store?" And I was like, hey, I'm like, these are loyal
Easy.
customers. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But absolutely, like, there's nothing wrong with like saying what's wrong and like being honest, and like, I don't know, I feel like honesty is the key to so much. And communication, I'm big on communication. And perspective, that's another big one. Like, man, if you're gonna understand the situation, like, understanding your half of the situation is not understanding the situation at all. You're understanding half of the situation. I don't know. I don't want to get into a tangent. We should play some fucking Christmas music.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's go with this one. Cheers, everybody.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen, but do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. It glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. It glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Ooh, whoa, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. It glows. It glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Ooh. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. It glows. Rudolph, you're the brightest star we've ever known.
Dang, Ma, you took the words right out of my mouth when she said, "So are you, Bill?" Right? You were fucking awesome too. You always say how much we rock, bro, but if we rock, you roll. I don't know. I just think that, going off another thing Mom just said about, we have each other. For reals, that ain't no lie. If it wasn't for the Cove, I know that, like, yeah, I'm kind of biased. Whatever. Fucking get over it. But no, like, looking at it from an unbiased perspective, like, I do all of this for everybody, including myself. Like, I fucking love the morning speakers. I do, that's why, like, the reason that I do the morning speakers the way I do them, we pause and for one, because it's fucking you got to get the whole message. The only time I really try to say positive, I say good morning to somebody. Like, I truly, like, try to set myself next to everybody and, like, listen just the same in the audience as everybody else would. Again, going off the matter of perspective. That's why I like going off of the good mornings. Like, each and every one of you guys fucking matters to somebody, including, like, for reals, the Cove. Like, I have played this game before, but every single one of you guys has something that resonates inside of me that, like, I feel a personal connection with you.
It goes along with you practice what you preach. This is a safe place for anyone who wants to come here. You don't have to smoke the cannabis, but it is allowed. It is cannabis friendly. And I gotta say that because I talk to a lot of people who want to know what Cove TV is about and what we do. And I try to explain Cove TV and then explain that it's cannabis friendly second. Yep. You know what I mean? Because there's so much to it that yeah, we smoke, but there's so much to it that isn't, cannabis. You know what I mean? Like, I love cannabis, don't get me wrong, but, like, it's nice to be
I've always said, the show is always going to be here, whether, so if you have life things to do, like, family, work, whatever, absolutely go do those things. But for the days that you don't have those things, Cove will be here every day. For as long as I can possibly do this shit. We've been through a lot of shit, you guys. That's crazy. Hopefully you get that shit figured out.
Yeah, even Beanz and I have had our own troubles in the last 11 months. But you know what? We came through stronger than ever, and that's why the Cove is what it is because of the persistence, but the fact that we and Beanz and everybody wanted to do this for everybody, because there just isn't a lot of things out there that are positive every day. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be critical of other people, but it's hard to find a safe place to go where you can just chill and have like-minded people, not just online, but I mean in real life too.
I know, like, absolutely, I will always credit, like, cannabis is what brings us all together. That is kind of, like, that's one of the biggest. Yeah. But it's interesting to see how many people, and, like, especially looking at it from, like, the comments and, like, StreamYard doesn't show me replies to anything, and so it's really been a lot of me looking at the comments and how they're worded and phrased and everything like that with each other to know who is replying to what, because I 100% respect it. Like, not every comment is for us. Like, that's not our conversation to be having. You know what I mean? Like, that's something between, like Kay and Mindy, for instance, or whatever. Like, they're talking about something like that's whatever. And so in doing that, like, it's crazy to see how the people connect over things that have nothing to do with anything, like, related to what we're talking about or doing or anything like that. It's just a true fucking human connection, and that shit's crazy. Shit blows my fucking mind.
It's hard to vent and to let yourself be vulnerable around certain people, because not everyone's a good person in the world, and so a lot of people take advantage of you when you show your vulnerability. I
remember the one morning, I think someone was having a bad morning, and I was like, oh, it's okay, we're good. They were like, well, I don't want to talk about it. This is the reason. I'm like, yep, absolutely, been there, done that. Like, I try to, I don't know, I miss the golden rule so fucking much. Like, just treat people how you want to be treated. Like, if you want to be shit all over all the time, there's your fucking answer.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Absolutely. And it's nice that the Cove is a safe place for anyone. Like you said, yes, cannabis brought us together, but you can be here without cannabis 100%. Yeah.
All right, we'll play another song, and then we'll dive into our morning speaker this morning. This one goes out to all of you amazing, dope-ass, wonderful-ass motherfuckers.
A brand new day with bright blue skies. The world is coffee, light it up, let's set the tone. Today's the day to make it your own. From the first hit to the last sip of brew, it's gonna be a good day just for you. It's gonna be a good day, can you feel that beat? Motivation's in the air, get up on your feet. From the morning hustle to the sunset glow, with Cove TV on, let the good vibes show. So smile big, let your worries melt away. It's gonna be a good day, come what may. You've got the power, you've got the drive. Today's your canvas, paint it alive. The ocean breeze, the tropical scene. Waking up strong, living the dream. No matter what comes, you've got what it takes. With every little step, feel the ground shake. Let the music move you, let your spirit play. It's a Cove kind of morning, leading the way. It's gonna be a good day, can you feel that beat? Motivation's in the air, get up on your feet. From the morning hustle to the sunset glow, with Cove TV on, let the good vibes show. So smile big, let your worries melt away. It's gonna be a good day, come what may. Every sunrise brings a brand new chance. So let's take today, make it a dance. With every breath in and every step ahead, we're writing our story, enough said. It's gonna be a good day, can you feel that beat? Motivation's in the air, get up on your feet. From the morning hustle to the sunset glow, with Cove TV on, let the good vibes show. So smile big, let your worries melt away. It's gonna be a good day, come what may. So rise up, Cove Crew, let's make it bright. Positivity shining, everything's right. It's gonna be a good day, let's seize it true. With Cove TV mornings, it's all about you.
Laggy? A little bit. All right, everybody. This morning, we're going to do another TED Talk. And this morning's is Michael Jr. Is his name. Mm-hmm.
Thanks, man. I'm excited about being here. We're going to have some fun. My name is Michael Jr. I'm going to do some jokes. Yet, at the same time, I'd like to explain to you how how comedy works. So let's jump right in. I actually like the city of Reno a lot. I was here once. I was keynote speaking for a corporation, and something really kind of strange happened when I was there. So normally, I'm the type of person, I like to be on the stage alone. I don't need any help, anybody. So this CEO of this large company introduces me, and he has the microphone. And normally, we have two different mics, and he leaves, and then I'm there. That's the plan. Dude stays there. I'm standing right next to him with no mic. And then he looks at the audience, and I'm standing there, and he says, first, let me explain this. I'm the type of comedian, like I'm observational. Like I pay attention to things like college students. Take somebody who goes to a nice school, like the University of Southern California. Ask them what school they go to. You get a nice, quick answer. What school you go to? USC? New York University. You get a nice, quick answer. What school you go to? NYU? Ask somebody to go to community college. You get a much longer response, don't you? What school you go to? Well, see, right now, what I'm doing, I'm going to get a couple credits, right? Then my financial aid is supposed to come through. Then I'm going to transfer, man. They say school kills creativity anyway, man. I feel vulnerable. Is Brene Brown around, man? I feel really vulnerable right now. Let me tell you a little more about me. I love being a dad, and I have 5 kids. Yeah, and I travel a lot, you know, so I can see them all. I'm just playing. I don't see them. No, I do. I have 5 kids. They're all with me. I live in Dallas now. My kids are awesome. The thing about having a big family is you always have to figure out ways to save money. And we wanted to get our family pictures taken, and that stuff was expensive. So we did to save money, right? So we all got in the front seat of the car, looked both ways, and ran a red light. That's what we did. 2 weeks later, the picture came in the mail. But my son blinked, so we had to do it again. Stuff is crazy. I was doing that joke in prison recently. I wasn't in prison like, hey, I'm funny, get off me. It wasn't like that. Whenever we're doing a big live event, like we're doing one tonight in Reno, whenever we do a large ticketed event, a concert in a city, we always look for a homeless shelter or a prison, abuse children's facility to go to during the day, do comedy. So I'm doing a prison this time, and yeah, it's a TED Talk. I don't got that much time. You don't got to clap. It's okay. So we're doing this prison, and I do the joke about the red light, and 75% of the prisoners laugh. The rest of them, nothing. Then I realized what was going on. Some of them had been locked up for so long, the dude next to him had to explain the joke. He was like, see, nowadays, when you run a red light, they send a picture with a ticket in the mail. Then he looked at the dude next to him and was like, a red light is what they use for traffic when you go down the road. And then he said, a road is what they use. Where am I at right now? So I'd like to explain to you how comedy works. This is how comedy works. Really all comedy. Anytime you laugh, this formula is taking place in one way or another, but specifically with regards to stand-up, this is how it works as well. First, there's a setup, and then there's a punchline. Let me explain. The setup is when a comedian will use his talents and resources to seize any opportunity to ensure that you, the audience, are moving in the same direction. The punchline occurs when he changes that direction in a way you're not expecting. When you catch on to this change, you've received the punchline. The results are revelation, fulfillment, and joy expressed through laughter. Let me give you an example. A few summers ago, I took my family on vacation to Mexico. The first 2 days were rough because the people there kept calling me a Negro. The third day, I realized they were saying amigo, and it was all cool. That was cool, so. Did you see what just happened right there? So when I was a child, I used to struggle with my reading. I used to really have a hard time reading. I don't know what it was. I just struggle with it. I read now just fine. Like the signs over the door to say excite, I can read that stuff. When I was a kid, I used to struggle with my reading. Like I couldn't sound a word out phonetically. It just didn't work. So now looking back at it, I realized I developed like 7 different ways to look at a word to determine what the word was. And I'm talking about just started noticing this really in junior high. So I would look at the font size, the color, the positioning, what's in front of it, what's behind it, how people responded to it. I got really good at looking at words differently to the point in high school, people didn't know I wasn't really reading. I was just working it out really, really fast. Now as an adult, I read just fine, but I still have this ability to look at words and people and situations 7 different ways almost immediately. In fact, it's the primary place where I pull my comedy from. So that very thing from my past, it looked like it was a setback, looked like it was some sort of handicap. Turns out I'm actually able to use it for what I'm called to do now. So just like you've probably had some sort of setbacks, but if you would, in a way, embrace it, you'll probably find there's more opportunities out there. Now I find comedy all over the place. At the airport today, a little white kid walked up to me, asked for an autograph. I was like, hey, buddy, what's your name? He said, I'm Tanner. I looked at him, I said, no, you're not. His mom was cracking up. He was like, I am Tanner. Trust me, you're not. Or I'll notice stuff. Like I saw this dude with a muscle shirt. Don't you ever see a dude with like a muscle shirt, like a white tank, but he ain't got no muscles? I'm like, what is that, a wife threatener? Depending on where you're from in the country, you understand that joke better. And his friend had on a shirt that said, if you don't speak English, leave the country. But it was written in English, so. So I walked up to him and I said, you're dumb. But I said it in Spanish, though, so he didn't know. He didn't know. So I'm able to find comedy in a bunch of different places as a result of embracing what seemed like it was a handicap from my past. I noticed even what people say sometimes. Have you ever heard the phrase, boy, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall? Every time I hear that, I walk up to the person and I say, and then what? No. You want to be a fly on the wall so you can hear the information that was in the room. Well, I've done the research. Flies don't have ears. Yeah, you would be just as ignorant as you currently are, but you would be a fly. Nobody even listens to a fly. I mean, let's say you're a fly that could read lips. What are you going to do with the information? And you got 2 days to live. You're making bad choices. Or people will sometimes say stuff to me like, Michael Jr., where you from originally? I'm like, originally? Huh. Well, I was conceived in Michigan. Yeah. Before that, I was with my dad. Yeah. And then there's a swim competition, right? And I won, which is crazy. Currently, I don't swim at all. I used to be pretty good, though, apparently.
Hey, good morning, Diggler. How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. This is fucking great. This is awesome. We're just doing our morning speaker, Michael Jr. This is a TED Talk, believe it or not.
I am not politically correct. I'm just going to tell, I know I do comedy, but I'm not, it's just too much work. I'm just telling you, you got to watch the news and know the language. I just believe if you put the right stuff in your heart, the right stuff will come out. So I never try to be politically correct. Some people work hard. I'm at a coffee shop. There's a white guy in front of me, orders a coffee. The lady in front of him is like, hey, how do you want it? He looked back at me and was like, African-American, please. I was like, cool. Let me get the Caucasian mocha. Let me get that if I could. Let's get the Caucasian mocha, I guess. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. Coaches would say some stuff too. You ever hear your coach say something like, the stuff I'm teaching you here, it's not just about this game. You can apply it to life. Here's the thing, people, that's not true. I thought it was true. Straight out of high school, one of my first jobs I used to park cars. One of the cars was really nice, so I took it for a little spin. The company found out and my boss lost the account. He was yelling at me and screaming. I didn't know what to say or do. I thought back to my high school football coach. I looked at my boss, I was like, you know what, man? You win some, you lose some, man. You can't let this one loss get you down. The important thing is I went out there and I had fun. Then I got fired, man. I got fired right now. I actually I do play some basketball. I didn't want to perpetuate stereotypes, but it's true. But in basketball, you're supposed to run and jump. I don't really feel like doing both all the time. So some friends recently took me ball hunting. Some people call it golf or whatever. I shot a 121. That was what I shot, a 121. And then we had lunch, and it was like, hey, we're going to do the other 9 holes now. I was like, I'm not going back out there. I'm not going. Because they lied to get me to go. They was like, yo, the greens are awesome. I was like, cool. I showed up with some cornbread. I was like, all right. I don't know how to say cornbread in German. I'm sorry. I just did that just for Germany. I've never really been there before. I do think working out is important. I was at the gym the other month. And, I was gonna do some cardio, right? But they moved it upstairs. I ain't going up there, man, please. And I get recognized at the gym. I got recognized. I'm working out. This lady's like, I was like, hey, how you doing? She's like, you don't understand, Michael Jr. You're my favorite comedian. Every time I see you, I laugh my butt off. I was like, keep laughing, keep laughing. So there's a club in Los Angeles. When I moved to Los Angeles and I was brand new in comedy, there's a club there that it's like the best club in the country. It's called the Comedy and Magic Club. It's actually in Hermosa Beach. This club is extremely hard for a comedian to get into. The way I got into this club is a guy named George Wallace saw me when I lived in New York. He knew I was funny and clean. So when I moved to Los Angeles, he took me to the Comedy and Magic Club. Now, he couldn't get me on stage because it's way too prestigious of a club. They have to know who you are. So he got me into the green room. I'm in the green room and suddenly, brand new in town, and I find myself in the green room with some soldiers in comedy. There's George Wallace, Gary Shanley, Jay Leno. I'm brand new in town. And at the time, a football player got hit in the eye with a flag, and he lost his vision in one eye, and he was suing the league for $400 million. Now, all of these guys are helping Leno on that joke subject for the monologue for the Tonight Show on NBC. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just happy to be in the room sharing French fries with these dudes. But your gift will make room for you. So then they got quiet, and they all looked at me, and I'm thinking, oh, snap. This is an opportunity. So I was like, all right, let me see if I got this right. He got hit in the eye with a flag. He lost his vision in one eye, and he's suing the league for $400 million. He not going to see half of it. Like, for real. So here's the thing. How did I get that joke that fast under that much pressure? The truth is, it wasn't as much pressure as you might think because I had been practicing since I was a child in the form of a kid who was having a hard time reading. I was practicing just like you've probably been practicing. You just didn't know you were practicing. I'm here to let you know you've been practicing. And for a lot of you guys, it's game time. It's game time. So now I'm in the club, and I'm performing there. This was probably like 7, 8 years ago. And I'm headlining at the club. And right before I get on stage, I had a change in mindset about comedy. Most of the time when a comedian gets on stage, he wants to get laughs from people. And I felt a shift take place. Instead of going up there to get laughs from people, I felt like I was supposed to give them an opportunity to laugh. I did a little prayer and I clearly felt like I was supposed to give an opportunity to laugh. This changed everything. Because now I'm not looking to take, I'm simply looking for an opportunity to give. This is why we now go to the homeless shelters and all these places. In fact, that very night when I leave the stage, I'm outside, people want autographs, we're hanging out, taking pictures. And I look across the street and I saw a homeless guy. I had never seen a homeless guy outside this club before, ever. But that doesn't mean he wasn't there before. That just means before, my mindset was to get laughs from people, so why would I even notice them? But now I changed my mindset and I see this homeless guy and I have the thought, what about him? How could I give him an opportunity to laugh? And that's when we started doing homeless shelters and prisons and making laughter commonplace and other non-common places. So now, as a result of doing that, we went to this one place. We went to Montrose, Colorado. It's a facility for children who are being abused by their parents. And I'm hearing all of these stories, and this grandmother tells about her grandson who was so afraid of his mom because he's on drugs. She's been abusing him, and one of the things she's been doing is she's been pulling out his toenails. So I hear this story, and they bring all these kids inside. And Spider-Man is sitting right up. This little boy is so afraid of his mom. Everywhere he goes, he wears a Spider-Man costume. He's sitting right up front at the show. If my mindset was still to get laughs from people, there's no way I would have been able to do the show. But my mindset changed. So now I have to do the show. So I get up on stage and people start laughing slowly but surely. 20 minutes in it, I hear a voice come from right here. And the voice says, my name is Ronan. And this little boy pulls off his mask. Introduces himself to me in a way, and I can't even tell you what it meant to me. And he started talking to me for like 9 minutes, like I wasn't doing a comedy show at the time. But it was all because I made this shift. I made this change, and I said simply, instead of trying to get, I'm going to see if there's an opportunity to give. If you can make this adjustment, it will change your life for the good. If you're a mechanic, you may think you get paid to fix vehicles, but if you can make this shift, you will recognize you help people reach their desired destination. That will put your alarm clock out of business. My senses are there's a lot of people out there still hitting the snooze button. Before I bounce means to vacate the premises. I'd like to explain to you how life works, at least from a comedian's perspective. First, there's a setup, and then there's a punchline. Your setup is your talents, your resources, and your opportunities. And most of the time, we use our setup to ensure that the people around us are moving in a direction that serves us.
Hey, good morning, Brad. How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. We're just hanging out doing our morning speaker, Michael Jr.
Which means the punchline occurs when you change that direction in a way they're not expecting. You actually use your setup for other people. The results are the same, yet multiplied. Revelation, fulfillment, and joy. But it's not just for the one receiving your punchline. It is absolutely for you as you deliver the punchline. In fact, if I ask the question to everyone here, everyone watching, if I ask you this question, how many people here know what your setup is? Every one of you would be able to tell me. Because your setup is the fact that you have a house, a car, you've been married, you went to school. Your setup is about what you've received. But what if I ask the question, what is your punchline? Because your punchline is about what you're called to deliver. And if you only know your setup and not your punchline, you'll make the mistake of trying to add more setup. If I could just get another degree, if I could just get married, if I could just lose weight. But what you really need is to know your punchline. Again, because to know your setup and not your punchline is an uncomfortable place to live. Let me give you an example. How many people are still thinking about the story of me and the CEO on stage? The reason all you guys are still thinking about that story is because all you have is the setup. You don't have the punchline. Yet we've moved on and allowed ourselves to be entertained like there wasn't something missing. So we'll go to a comedy show or a football game or a concert, even though there's something missing. And that's just the story I told you 10 minutes ago. What about your story? You've been living it your entire life. And if all you know is the setup and not the punchline, you are living in an uncomfortable place. And please be clear. Just like when I had a hard time reading as a child, your setbacks are part of your setup so you can deliver the punchline you're called to deliver. Much like a slingshot, the further you've been set back, the further you're going to reach. But what are you going to aim for? Everyone has a setup, and everyone has a punchline. You need to find your punchline and deliver it. I'm Michael Jr. I love you. Thank you, guys. Oh, you guys are awesome. Standing ovation. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good morning, Sandra. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. That was fucking great.
That was really good.
Hilarious. And you made such a good point. Like, if you if you don't even, if you don't have an idea of what like your end aim goal is, I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah, it's hard, and it makes it harder too. One thing he didn't really talk about is it depends on who you have around you. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a lot of negative people around you, it turns your mindset to a negative kind of mindset. If you got people that are waking up like, hey, good morning, how you doing? Let's have a great day. You're going to feel that even if you woke up in a shitty mood. If you have more positive places to go and people to be around, do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you are around,
I feel like, I've always been big on, like when I manage kitchens and all that shit, I'm very big on like negativity. It can be a poison if you don't, you know what I mean? And so like positivity is the same way. Positivity is just as fucking infectious. So, yeah.
Well, one thing I always tell people is be careful who you tell all of your secrets to. Not all of your friends are your friends. That's all I got to say.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. My dad always taught me never let anybody know how rich or poor you are or smart or dumb you are. And I've always lived by that.
Yeah, and that smart dumb thing is one that always stuck with me because I grew up with very highly educated women who taught me well, and when people realized how smart it was, they always asked me to do more than what they wanted to, pay, like at jobs and stuff. Like, oh wow, you can do that? Well, here we go. And I'm like, yeah, but that's you need to pay me more if you want me to do more of the job. Well, no, we're not. I'm like, no. So then
I
I started
think of it more of like an ego-esque sense of like no matter like how rich or poor or smart or dumb I am, it's not important.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it was just I just didn't want people taking advantage of me because I knew that
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like I felt like I wasn't dumb. I don't know how to say that. You know what I mean?
We've all been in that one job where like it seems like the more you do, the less other people do, and like everybody's still treated the same.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. But
then again, I get that too. But at the same time, I used to work with a lot of crappy workers who I would kick them out of the kitchen if I was cooking because they just sucked at their job. And I'd rather do it by myself because they're just not a good person or employee or, whatever the situation might be. They don't work good in a restaurant, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, on the other side of it.
Absolutely.
Good one. That's at least our third.
Great.
That was at least our third comedian we've had now. And every single one has had such a good message. And the fact that they're able to tell it through jokes and to be able to pass a positive message that just doesn't come across as something silly some comedian said, is really amazing because you got to articulate yourself properly when you're a comedian trying to pass a motivational message across,
That was great. I really appreciated that, like how he delivered the whole speech. I thought that was fucking awesome.
I love his joke about the kids. He's like, what are you talking about? I never see them.
Yeah, that's fucking, so many good jokes.
It was good.
We'll play a song and then we'll find something cool to do. Much love, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. We'll hang out for a bit. Yeah. Cheers, y'all.
The sun's awake, sky painted gold. Coffee's hot, pack a bowl to hold. The cove's alive with ocean breeze. Tropical rhythms flow through the trees. We in the sand, morning lights aglow. We spark it up and let the smoke flow. A fresh new day, no need to rush. With every hit we lift and hush. Pump it up, it's the morning flow. So quick the sunrise, let the good vibes grow. Cove skies, high clouds in the air. Pump it up, breathing without care. Feel the warmth as the morning ignites. Smoke and sway in these cold blue lights. Pass it around, keep the moment bright. Pump it up, let's take flight. Wake and bake, everything feels right. Tropical rhythms guiding the light. Palm leaves sway, waves kiss the shore. One puff in, who could ask for more? Another sip, another spark in hand. Morning magic spreads across the land. No worries here, no stress or rush. We move to the beat with a gentle hush. Pump it up, it's the morning flow. So quick the sunrise, let the good vibes grow. Cove skies, high clouds in the air. Pump it up, breathing without care. Feel the warmth as the morning ignites. Smoke and sway in these cold blue lights. Pass it around, keep the moment bright. Pump it up, let's take flight. Pump it up, it's the morning flow. Toke with the sunrise, let the good vibes grow. Cove skies, high clouds in the air. Pump it up, breathing without care. Feel the warmth as the morning ignites. Smoke and sway in these cold blue lights. Pass it around, keep the moment bright. Pump it up, let's take flight.
Oh, much love, Bill. Don't think that way, bro. We love having you around, man. You're a kick-ass dude. I'll fucking fight somebody, bro. I got your back. I'm not much of a... I don't... I would, though. All right, you guys want to learn something interesting? All right, here we go. This shit's crazy.
Bouncing across a scene, Tumbleweed established the Wild West as Western. But more than just props, Tumbleweed are real, and Tumbleweed are alive. Well, they were alive. Each Tumbleweed starts as a tiny seed on the craggy landscape, putting down roots, up branches, opening flowers, and through the miracle of life, birthing seeds, itty-bitty baby tumbles to be. Now, dropping these seeds straight down won't give the Tumble Tots their best head start. So what's a parent plant to do but sacrifice their life for their children? To intentionally starve themselves, to die and to dry, to catch the wind, to shuffle off this mortal coil, to bounce across the land, to chance their children to find fertile ground, to root, to sprout, to grow, to flower, to continue the circle of life. It's beautiful, really. These humble tumble rolling across the West in search of empty land to colonize are as iconically West as Westerners westerning, because neither are natives. Before the 1800s, there were no homesteaders and no tumbleweed in the West. Tumbleweed are an invasive species and a deeply unwelcome one. It's time to get real about the trouble with tumbles. Now, you might be thinking, if the West is mostly empty and tumbleweed arrived and survived, what's the big deal? They're kind of nice. And you know what? You're right. Kind of. Tumbles are like snow. A little is charming, but a lot is a problem, and a lot dangerous. Tumbleweed stick to things and each other. One stuck tumble becomes 2, 10, a tumulus. The American interior has vast swaths of land, and after a tumble terrain takeover, one big windstorm can drown a village under thousands of the things, with people quickly finding their roads and vehicles and even homes inaccessible. If you've never seen tumbles on the move or the aftermath of that, it's unreal. And though a tumble drift looks like a brown snowdrift, this snow is full of thorns. If you're thinking of a rose, think again. On tumbles, it's all thorns. Brittle to break off in your skin or horse skin where it can fester. Clearing tumbleweed isn't just painful, but also infuriating. A tumbleweed drift is both bouncy and sticky. You're going to have to fork them one at a time. Tedious at best, Sisyphusian at worst. You might want to use industrial equipment, but be careful, tumbleweed are shockingly flammable. Dry and airy, but still branch dense, they are min-maxed kindling. A tumbleweed will go up in flames way fast and burns way hot. More on that later. But even if you manage to clear the town and all the open land around the town, a single mist seed contains the next tumble torrent. For while many plants use flowers to attract bees to cross-pollinate and reproduce, not tumbles. Their flowers have nothing for bees, instead exploding pollen directly into the wind. Hope you don't have allergies to cross-pollinate. And tumbles don't need two to tango. A lone tumbleweed can pollinate itself. So that single mist seed will grow up to be a tumbling weed containing tens of thousands of seeds, hundreds of thousands if it gets large enough. A single tumble tumbling to town one year leaves a tumble trail the next and an exponential explosion thereafter. And then there's the danger to agriculture, which brings us to the start of this, a time before tumbleweed in America and a time before homesteading. It's the 1800s and the start of Westerners westerning, building their first farms and tiny towns. Growing enough food to feed the adolescent nation was vital. Nearly everyone's job had to be farming, and the newly created Department of Agriculture had the job of writing pro tips on how best to do that, along with collecting seeds and samples from the new continent, which is how all was normal until one day a letter arrived for DOA. Hey, there's this a tumblin' weed giving us some trouble. Can you come take a gander? And so she did, arriving to find South Dakota in bad shape, a weedy infection rapidly developing, damaging the food supply. These new weeds stole ground nutrients for themselves before crops could even be planted, or they would grow in between crops, choking them out. During harvest, they hurt the draft animals and clogged or broke the newly mechanized farm equipment. Early estimates were crop losses of 20% because of the tumbles. DOA tried to constrain the situation using education. Wanted, tumbleweed, kill on sight, aka prickly thistle, aka Kali Tragus, aka the wind witch, aka the Russian thistle. This, by the way, is the motherland where the species is native, and from where crop seed contaminated with tumbleseed probably came, to arrive in South Dakota on perhaps a single farm to start the infection, which grew worse by the year, and the Department of Agriculture's efforts to stop it were futile. Way too much land, far too few people. Worse, this new land was Tumbletopia, and still is. See this run of rectangle states? It's the Great Plains, abutting the Great American Desert. An enormous stretch of land, flat, open, windy. South Dakota's neighbors had no chance, nor neighbors' neighbors. From patient zero, boom. By the turn of the century, the tumbleweed infection covered the interior, eventually spreading north to Canada and south down to Mexico. America's mountains were a barrier for a while until tumbleweed hitched a ride on the trains that had freshly connected the continent, jaunting over the mountains west and east to establish themselves in every spared pocket of empty land. Oh dear. But it gets better. Back to fires, specifically prairie fires. A nice big field of dry wheat is just begging to burst into flames. The only early tech to stop fires was to build fire breaks, physically stopping the flames with neat, straight, vitally empty stretches of land the fire could not cross. But more perfect tunnels for tumbles you could not make. Even if the fire breaks were kept clear, fire makes its own wind, sucking in cold air from ground level to blow out hot, up and over, thus transforming tumbles into fireballs to breach the break. So started the first volley in the war on tumbleweed. But for the Department of Agriculture to eradicate the infection from the interior farmland and towns where they did the most damage would mean not only catching every weed and seed across a third of a continent with the cooperation of two annoyed international neighbors, but also finding every patch of infection across the mountains in the other 2/3. An impossible task. So, that's why tumbleweed are still here and have been around for so long and in such numbers, people forget there was ever a before time. But not the United States Department of Agriculture, from the 1800s to 1900s to 2000s, still trying to rid America of the weed, but so far without success. And that is the trouble with tumbles.
It's just weird and interesting.
It's weird and interesting.
So there's your obscure knowledge fact for the day.
Cool. I don't like tumbleweed. I never did like tumbleweed.
Ooh, this one. Let's watch another one. What time is it? We got time.
Yeah.
Sheep weren't always this fluffy. We fluffified them by breeding the fluffiest in each generation. This is domestication, sculpting wild animals for better human use. As we saw in part 1, for early man, animals were powerful tools: food, clothing, transportation, tractors. Yet though there were animals everywhere, only a handful were domesticated in the pre-modern world. What made these different? Let's make a domestication checklist, shall we? First up, feedable. A cow is a machine that turns grass into steaks, and a tiger a machine that turns steaks into tiger. 10 pounds of grass make a pound of steak, and 10 pounds of steak make a pound of tiger. But these have the same number of calories, so you might as well just eat the cow and save yourself a lot of work. So pure carnivores you're not going to domesticate just because of thermodynamics. You're looking for herbivores that aren't picky. They should eat something that's everywhere that you can't eat. Any omnivores better be happy eating whatever and better be super worth it. We are, however, putting the pig before the pen here because first we need to catch something that's friendly. Okay, obviously catching a carnivore is a bad idea anyway because their day job is murder, but plenty of omnivores like grizzlies moonlight in murder. No safety in vegetarians either. Buffalo are terrifying tanks for all the reasons mentioned before. Hippos hold the murder high score in Africa. Giraffes look real dorky until you consider their striking range. Lions mostly leave them alone. Animals it would be awesome to domesticate are not coincidentally super dangerous. War bears would be a hell of an advantage for your tribe, but it's not going to happen. And if it's big and not dangerous, it's a nervous wreck. Try sneaking up on a gazelle? Rhymes with LOL. Sure, you and a team of buddies could spend the whole day marathon jogging it down to exhaustion, but if it doesn't break its own neck as you try to drag it back home, then it's going to casually leap out of whatever pen you built for it. Okay, next up. Some animals have reproductive preferences that make them incompatible with captivity. Looking at you, pandas. The time and energy humans have spent to get pandas to get on with it is comical. Hunter-gatherers need an animal so eager to breed it gets it wrong sometimes, not an animal whose mating seasons they have to keep careful track of. So friendly, feedable, and fecund, it also needs to grow up fast. This gets us to the heart of domestication versus taming. Again, to domesticate a species is to change it to make it better for us. And side note here, we domesticate plants as well. We've bred them to be monstrous versions of their wild selves. So when hippies talk about going back to nature, they forget that these plants are just as man-made as this Pop-Tart. Anyway, back to the animals. The pig porkification project succeeded because pig generations are shorter than human generations. A single clever human can make porky progress in their lifetime. Compare and contrast elephants. 2 years to make a calf, 5 years in between calves, 9 years until female maturity, 15 years for males. You've got to be kidding, elephants. There's no time for this. But humans can still tame elephants. You can catch an elephant and train it not to freak out around humans, then put it to work. But elephant domestication would require accurate records over several human lives. Never mind that keeping 1 or 2 tamed elephants around is incredibly costly, which is why war elephants only happened on occasion in already complex societies. Tame elephants are a luxury, hence this rule of thumb. If it's on a farm, it's domesticated. If it's in a circus, it's tame. Finally, families. Okay, zebra versus horses. Horses are civilization game changers. It's remarkable to think that from thousands BC until the telegraph, a dude on a horse was the best internet available. Horses were domesticated in Eurasia, but humans started in Africa, which has zebra. Why didn't the first humans ride out of Africa on the backs of zebra to conquer the world? Because zebra are bastards. They live to kick and bite, dangerous in a pre-penicillin world, and zebra also have a ducking reflex, making them very frustrating to lasso. In addition to being a real pain in the ass animal, zebra lack a family structure. Horse herds hierarchy. You can see it when they travel in a line. The male, top female, her foals, second female, her foals, and so on. Humans, by capturing and taming the lead male, become head horse. Lots of barnyard animals are barnyard animals because they have family values humans exploit. They just grow up with the idea that this human is a funny sort of take-charge cow or whatever. No big deal. Chickens will peck, peck, peck until they've worked out who's top chicken. But you know who's really top chicken? We're top chicken. Dogs and cats, this is what makes them different. Dogs will love you and defend you and hunt with you because you're part of the pack. Dogs live to be useful to us, which in the modern world means falling over to play dead, but they love it.
Bang. Good girl, good girl.
Whereas a cat is a tiny tiger that lives in your house. Okay, back to these guys. For zebra, there's no such thing as society. They hang out in groups because it's a good survival strategy, but they don't really care. Catch a zebra and his family won't follow. Try to ride him and you'll be lucky to keep your fingers. Zebra look like horses on the outside, but not on the inside. So that's the checklist. Friendly, feedable, fecund, family friendly. It's not a long checklist, but for hunter-gatherers, any animal they wanted to domesticate needed everything, which is why in early human history, only a baker's dozen of big animals were domesticated the world over.
I love how he explains shit. It's so fucking interesting.
I was muted. It's true. He does explain things in a way you can.
It's just so quirky. I love it.
Yeah. But a way you can also understand too.
Yeah, dude, zebras are crazy. For real.
Zebras are crazy. Yeah. Check out Marty from Madagascar, man. Marty from Madagascar. Love that guy.
Dude, yeah, he's so funny. Well, we'll smoke one more and call it a morning.
Sounds good. I'm pretty freaking baked. Those last 2 doobies warmed me up. I'm good. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in the morning show. Amazing morning speaker. That guy was freaking hilarious, man. Michael Jr., right? I had to go check him out. Yeah, make sure you spread some love and positivity. Do something nice for a stranger, and we will catch you all this afternoon.
Much love, everybody. What up, Daryl? How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning. Right, Ma? And behavior is super interesting. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see everybody this afternoon on Chillin' in the Cove at 4. On the Sir Copslot page. Much love, Sir Copslot. We'll be playing some Stoner Roulette. See if you can come get the trophy from Jeremy. And we'll play some super hard intense trivia and see if you come know your shit. Much love, Sir Copsalot. Please make sure you are following this Sir Copsalot page. Thank you so much for letting us use your page while the Cove page is all on Fucky hiatus. Much love, Europer, wherever you are, man. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Please make sure you're following Europe Entertainment and getting into those mystery boxes and the Europe away. Make sure you follow the instructions. Make sure that you are following Man-Bear. Much love, man. It's always great hanging out with you every morning. Make sure that you're getting into the giveaway, the Mad Productions giveaway. It's pinned on his page. Make sure you follow the instructions correctly. I believe that it goes on until next Monday. If anybody has any questions on any of that, please reach out to anybody from the Cove. Reach out to myself. Thank you to anybody and everybody that helps support the Cove. We do have the subscriber giveaway this afternoon. And so we'll spin for that. Only the subscribers know the prize. Only the subscribers know the winner. And if anybody's interested in being a Cove TV monthly subscriber, it really helps out a lot. It makes all of this happen. And Cove TV is literally brought to you guys by viewers like yourselves. But yes, I hope to see everybody this afternoon, 4 o'clock. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And look, I don't even have the song now that I'm playing. All right, 1 second. Awkward silence ensues. That's cool. I like that. Cheers, everybody.
Smooth energy, electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by, riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow, feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by, riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow, feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Energy, electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by, riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow, feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Smooth energy, electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by, riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow, feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Smooth energy, electric, locked in the groove. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth energy, electric, locked in the groove.
Much love, everybody. We'll catch you guys this afternoon.